Morning, everybody. 12 minutes past 7 o'clock right now, and it's time to visit with our friends from the Blank Park Zoo. And I want to introduce you to a new creature here on the program. His name is Ryan Bickle, and no, he's been here plenty of times. But who'd you bring with you today?
I have Marcy, the blue-tongued skink.
Marcy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally I bring Marley.
Okay.
But we have a new skink at the zoo, and Marley's back enjoying a day off. So
there you go.
Yeah.
That's a good-looking lizard there.
Yeah, and you know she's just a little bit lighter color in her head than Marley is.
In color, she has a little bit different coloring, but still that blue tongue. And remind us what that means.
So
in nature.
She's from like Australia, New Zealand, that area, and bright colors sometimes mean poisonous, and so it's sort of just a defensive mechanism. That bright blue tongue, she can stick that out, and maybe something that wants to eat her will think, oh, poisonous, I want to stay away.
Even though the skink is not poisonous, so it's a mimic trait is what it is.
Absolutely.
So just try to fake people out, or fake animals out, I should say, to make you think they're poisonous. So is this about as big as she gets?
Yeah, I mean, she's about full grown and about the same size as Marley.
Okay. And typical diet?
Yeah, so they're omnivorous, so they'll eat berries and insects and leafy greens, and so she'll get crickets and mealworms and leafy greens.
They almost look like a snake with little arms. The
tiny little arms are what's great about it.
That have popped up when you see various images of her head. It looks very much like a python would. Yeah. But how are they helping us in our environment in their natural habitat?
Well, again, they eat the insects, so that would be one of the ways they do that. So.
The main purposes of them. But again, but these are the animals they use a lot, and they used to use them a lot for monster movies.
Oh, yeah.
Things like that, right?
Yeah. In fact, one of the producers that used to be on the show would always think that Marley reminded him of Jabba the Hutt, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure there was a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
A lot of representation there.
Right.
But there you go. So Marcy, this is Marcy the skink that you have met here today. That is very cool. So what else is going on at the Blank Park Zoo we need to tell people about?
Well, we have Zoo Brew tonight, and Zoo Brew is Lions and Loggers tonight, and the band is The Sheet.
Very talented individuals there.
Yeah. So that'll be good, and that starts at 5:30. Of course, Zoo Brew's presented by Hy-Vee, and it's for 21 and over only. And so come on out tonight. And then we have a special Zoo Brew announcement today.
What's the special Zoo Brew announcement?
So our first Zoo Brew of the year was with Standing Hampton, and we got everyone into the zoo, and a half hour later, tornado sirens went off, so we had to close down the event. So we decided that we needed to just, instead of canceling it, we just needed to move it. So September 5th, Standing Hampton will be back at the zoo. We'll have one more Zoo Brew this year on September 5th. So that's our Zoo Brew announcement.
Okay, so it's just a
We're extending summer 1 week.
We can handle that.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan. So mark that in your calendar, one extra Wednesday to get in there. And of course, one of our favorites, Standing Hampton, to hang out with. Exciting things always happening at the zoo. I know a lot of people are thinking end of summer, back to school, but you guys always have wonderful things going on.
Well, yeah, there's always a lot of fun at the zoo. And when we think in September, we have our Monarch Festival coming up.
Absolutely.
And there's always a lot of good things to see at the zoo.
I'm sure Jesse's getting real excited about the Monarch Festival.
She loves the Monarch Festival, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And Plant Grow Fly, and probably start seeing some monarch butterflies come through Iowa here pretty soon.
Oh, is that the next round that they'll come through?
Probably, the fall. There's usually the spring migration and the fall migration.
All right. So
wonderful.
If you did plant some milkweed, they do want pictures of it, so please take pictures of your milkweed and send it off so they can see where the plots are. We're trying to get more and more plots. And have you noticed any increase in the milkweed population around the area?
I think we have, but sometimes that's deceiving because we're talking about it. So then
You're more aware.
You're more aware.
I've noticed it more in ditches. than I have in the past. Whether or not people are leaving it more, but I've noticed it popping up more and more places, which is great. That's what you want to do. You want to leave it alone, don't you?
Right, yeah.
Well, it all goes along with the great conservation work that the Blank Park Zoo preaches on a regular basis. And just by attending the zoo at regular hours, you're giving back to that wonderful work that you guys are doing.
Yeah, just a portion of everything that you spend at Blank Park Zoo goes to help animals in the wild. And the rest, of course, helps the animals at the zoo.
Now, speaking of animals in the wild, one other thing I do want to make sure we mention, because I want to mention this occasionally, how many people have some old cell phones laying around? You might have them in a box in the basement, guilty as charged. For some old ones you didn't trade them in for whatever reason is. They're just sitting there. They're not doing anything. What the zoo is looking for are these old cell phones, because there's a metal that is inside that cell phone that can be harvested from that phone, and then it eliminates the need to harvest it from nature, which was really disrupting.
There's really only a couple places that this, I think it's called coltan metallic ore is found, and one of them is in the Congo, where our okapi is from and where gorillas are from. And so if we can reduce the need to mine that just by recycling your cell phone, then that will help save okapi and gorilla habitat. So that's a really great thing. And we're collecting the cell phones at the zoo, so you can bring them to Zoo Brew, you can bring them just anytime we're open, and our goal is to get 250 cell phones this summer. So I think we need a push on that and collect some. I know I got a couple at home. So
I know. I looked at them last weekend, and I need to grab them and take them to Zoo Brew and then dump them off in there. So 250 is what we're shooting for.
250 is what we're shooting for.
So if you have any in the garage or in the basement or anywhere that you're not using, they're not doing you any good laying there. They're
it could be the old flip phone. It could be an old iPhone. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
So just bring it out and take advantage of this and dump them off, and you'll take care of it, right?
They'll take care of it.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Well, we'll definitely be taking care of you later on tonight at Zoo Brew. Come on out for Lions and Loggers and see all the wonderful animals like Macy, who you brought in today to say hello to us this morning. Normal zoo hours, when are you guys open?
9 to 5.
9 to 5. Go check them out if you want more details on all the great things happening at the Blank Park Zoo, blankparkzoo.com.
All right, 19 minutes.